comfortable in Seattle. Our next guest is best known to American audiences as 1/6 of the brilliantly zany British comedy troupe Monty Python's Flying Circus. He's currently the host of the Cinemax series The Dangerous Film Club, and this Monday night he'll be at the Warner Theater in Washington to take part in the comedy crusade against diabetes. Please welcome Graham Chapman. We wanted you to feel comfortable. We know that you open your shows with about a minute of abuse, so
yes.
We have prepared our audience, and we can do it right now. Okay,
well,
go ahead.
That's very nice.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much indeed. That's pretty good abuse for this time of the day.
Good morning, wouldn't you?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
All right, now, we'll get to serious stuff. Tell us, abuse stops.
We've finished the abuse, yes.
Now I get to do it. Tell us about what you're doing in Washington for the Diabetes Association.
Well, it's a show at the Warner Theater.
This is Washington, D.C.?
Washington, D.C., that's right, yeah. There's Franklin Ajayi, Kipper Dada and Nora Dunn from Saturday Night Live, and of course Tom Parks. And we'll be doing some funny things, I suppose. Well, at least I hope they are.
Are you involved with writing some of them?
Well, yes, I'm doing a sketch with Tom Parks.
Oh, with Tom? Because he was on, Tom Parks was on yesterday. Now, I know Tom's involvement in diabetes because he happens to have diabetes.
That's right.
What is your involvement?
Well, it goes back a long way in a sense that I did qualify as a medical practitioner a long time ago. And so I'm interested in stopping all sorts of diseases, you see, of course. Well, yeah, diabetes, nasty thing, but they're getting pretty close now to being able to do all sorts of clever things. And so the outlook's very hopeful. So,
what are you doing? What is one of your sketches? What's it based on?
Actually, it's rather anti-surgeons, I'm afraid.
Is it?
Yes,
How?
yes.
How so?
It's about a gentleman who undergoes some surgery he didn't want and finishes up with various parts of an elephant attached to him.
And this is Tom? Tom is going to have the different... Or you have...
Yes, he hasn't read the script yet.
He doesn't know he's doing this?
Yes, he does. He knows he's doing it, but not what.
He doesn't know what animal he's going to end up being?
No, he sort of interviews the surgeon who committed these atrocities.
Now, I want to ask you, because it is true, you did study to be a doctor. You became a doctor, an ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Well, I just filled in for someone for 2 weeks, an ear, nose, a locum, as it were, yes. And then decided it wasn't quite for me.
Why? Anything particular happened?
Well, the particular thing that happened was I also had an offer to go off and to an island in the Mediterranean to write a movie for 3 months, and that was a pretty attractive proposition after finals, really.
Yes, I would say.
Could hardly turn it down.
But did that have any effect on you later on? Because you played, at least in Monty Python, you really played those weird straight parts.
Yes.
Why do you think you chose those? Was it conscious?
They were just the ones that were left over. The others were all grabbing the funny bits, you know. So.
Except in Life of Brian. I mean, you were not straight. You were really
Well, they thought it was a rotten part. Yes, that was the reason, I think. Yeah, they grabbed all the funny, sort of character roles, and I was left with the straight part that looked very boring on paper.
Boy, you sure didn't make it boring.
Well, I had my work cut out there, yeah, I suppose.
How did the name Monty Python start?
Well, we weren't very keen to spend much time thinking about titles. We had a few suggestions, like Owl Stretching Time, a Toad Elevating Moment, and a Horse, a Bucket, and a Spoon, which I liked rather a lot. But
that's catchy. We should have called our show that, maybe.
It's rather good, isn't it? But because they were the ideas of individual members of the group, the rest of the group didn't like them, and it was very difficult to come to a conclusion. But then the BBC one day, the head of comedy came in and said he wouldn't leave the room until we got a title. And anyway, we had to call it Something Circus, because they'd referred to us as a circus. You know, there's a group of 6 of us around the BBC building, and it's one of their little jokes, ho-ho. And so there we were, stuck with the word circus. We added the rest of it so that at least it wasn't building up a picture in people's minds of lots of lions leaping through flaming hoops and things like that.
Or elephants, yes.
Yes, and Monty Python just sounded like the name of a really bad theatrical agent, the sort of guy that might have got us together, you know.
Oh, I see. That's Monty Python.
No one liked it, but no one objected, so that was it.
Uh-huh. Tell us about the Most Dangerous Sports Club. You talked a little bit about that the last time.
Yes.
How is it shaping up? Have you shot any more?
Well, I still haven't jumped off a bridge.
You haven't?
No, I've been putting that off rather.
Any particular reason?
Well, I will get round to it. I hope when I get round to it, though, that we'll be that will be part of a documentary. I hope we'll be doing a documentary about the Dangerous Sports Club, and so at least it'll be on film when I come to do this. I suspect I'll have to be pushed off the bridge, but we may as well have it on film.
And what attracted you to that? I hope it's the last film that you do. Is that what you're trying to just kind of
It might
get
be,
it to
you
the
never
end?
know.
Oh, God.
Where's some wood? Oh, yeah. Sorry? Where were we?
I don't know. What did I just say?
I don't know. Let's
you
go on
tell
to
me what
something
I just said. Oh, yes. How did you come up with that concept?
Get involved with those people. Well, I just had a phone call one day because I'd mentioned that I was interested in going to the Andes in some newspaper article, and then I had a call from a man who was the chairman of the Dangerous Sports Club who wondered if I would like to go hang gliding over active volcanoes in Ecuador.
I see. And you said, yeah!
I said, no way.
Oh.
No. But, well, I did go to Ecuador and got to know them, and that's how I got involved, really. I just felt guilty that I hadn't done anything dangerous, I suppose.
Do you ever see your pals in Monty Python? Do you ever?
Oh, yes, occasionally. I meet Michael Palin fairly frequently. John Cleese has just been making a movie, so I haven't seen him for about 3 months or so.
What's up next for you? You doing a film?
Yes, I have...
You're exec producing or something, aren't you?
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, that's right, I was, yes. That's
remember the name?
That's called Love Potion, yes, that's right.
Love Potion number 9, right?
Well, I think they've missed the 9 out now.
Did they?
Yes, it's contracting down. It's now Love Potion. Catchier, isn't it? Yes, that's a very interesting movie, a little horror story, that one.
Well, good luck on Wednesday. On when is it? November?
Monday.
Monday. Good luck on that.
Monday.
Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
Coming up next, the look of the year. Stay with us.